Hey guys, my name is Olga and welcome back to my channel. And today we're gonna try new products from Catrice Spring Summer 2025. We're gonna try almost all products which are currently available. I couldn't find only this beautiful highlighter, but of course sooner or later we will try it. So let's go. Our first product for today is gonna be Soft Glam Filter Stick, and currently only two shades are available, and I'm gonna show you both of them. And I can't really say that the lightest shade is called Fair Light. Shade 10 is super light. I mean, it's not that light. And if you have cold undertone, so if you have more pinkish undertone, it wouldn't work in your case. Of course, when you start blending it, it's not gonna be that visible, but actually currently it's not that visible as well. But it has more warm undertone, so slightly orange. Shade 2, well, it's definitely dark currently for me, but it's okay, it's expected, and it would work nicely in case of a light medium skin tone and slightly olive undertone. And of course I'm gonna mix them two together. No, I will apply this shade, it's a good match in my case. Coverage is low, it's expected actually, and I do wonder whether I can use any. I cannot use any. By the way, take a look. This shade is the lightest, this one is the darkest currently. And I think that we should definitely have something in between. And ideally, we should have something for extremely pale skin, because this shade is going to be dark for pale skin. So let me apply it. I'm gonna use it in these areas probably. I'm not a big fan of applying glowing bases in the T-zone. I think it's in some case, most of the cases. Well, it depends. If you have dry prone skin, you can apply it all over your face. If you have normal skin, it may appear within 3-4 hours a little bit too much. If you have extremely oily skin, of course, don't apply it right here. And in your case, it's far better to apply such products in this area only. So let's take a look. And of course, I'm gonna blend it. It's more like a glowing base. It reminds me a fluid from Catrice. And actually, I think that it has more or less the same finish. Glowing, beautiful, but no coverage at all. So if you want to apply it as a foundation, I can't really suggest applying it that way, just simply because there is no coverage. It's lower than low, but it looks lovely and it's super dewy and glowing without and with. In the background, I've applied a concealer and a foundation, and I used this product from Catrice. As a reminder, this product has more matte finish, but currently it doesn't look that matte because of this product. Now, we are gonna try one more new product, of course, and we are gonna try this beautiful multi-stick blush, and I took two shades, 40 and 50. If I'm not mistaken, currently 3 shades are available, but we should have more shades, and this product should be available in 5 shades. We're gonna start from the lightest one. Before we start, let me show you something. When I was filming swatches, I tried to open this blush and unfortunately I had an accident. I don't know whether it would work the same way today or not. First of all, we don't really have that much product here. And the second thing, hello. Well, yes, so bear in mind and be careful with this product. And now I should return it back. Okay, fine. And anyway, we're gonna start from shade 40. This product has dewy finish, and this formula actually not new to Catrice. And if you time to time buy some limited editions, you've seen it already. It's quite similar to a blush which was released as a part of the Jungle Book collection. So let's go. Shade 40. I'm not gonna apply directly on face, of course. Pigmentation, I would say it's between low and average, so everything should be fine. So grabbing a little bit. It's not a long-lasting product. Bear in mind, if you have oily skin, it's not your choice. But in other cases, it should work nicely. Easy to work, easy to apply. Yes, pigmentation is between low and average, and I think it's possible to layer this product. Finish is dewy. I like it. Now let's try shade 50. I'm gonna do exactly the same. This shade is definitely darker, and it seems that it's a little bit more pigmented. Of course, as a result, I'm gonna mix these two shades, but for now I wanna show you both of them. I do prefer this one. It just simply my personal preferences. It looks great. This one is kind of basic pink. This one is dark pink with a bit of burgundy or something like this. And yes, it's not super pigmented, so if you prefer something extremely pigmented, probably you wouldn't like it, but for some daily looks, it is a great choice, and you would never have any problems. As you can see, I've applied a cream bronzer, and I used this palette from Catrice, and as well, I've layered the blush, and I think it looks lovely and great. And we have a highlighter to try. Actually, it's not a new formula to Catrice, so we just simply have a new shade 40. It's called Bronze It. And this highlighter, I mean, this formula is great. It's quite bright. The only thing that this formula contains cologne, and be careful if you have a reaction. I have, and probably tomorrow I will have some new clogged pores, but anyway, I can live with it. So grabbing a little bit on a brush, this shade is quite dark, and if you have pale skin, I can't really suggest buying this shade because it's way too dark. But if you have, for instance, warm undertone, it looks great and it looks lovely. This formula doesn't dissolve a foundation, so no worries. And it looks lovely on skin, quite long lasting, especially if you apply a powder over, and it's easy to work with it. Of course, it's not super bright. Yeah, if we talk about all liquid highlighters or creamy highlighters, they are not that bright as powdery formulas, but they look so great on skin and they never emphasize anything. I think it looks fine. Let's try a new powder. I have it in shade 10. Two shades are available, but it was possible to find and to buy only this shade 10. And we don't really have that much product here. We have only 2.3 grams here. It's nothing actually, especially if you're gonna use it daily. Of course, it's supposed to be used in the under eye area, and it's even called under eye brightener, but actually, of course, you can use such powders all over your face, up to you. And let's apply a little bit. It has shade, it's slightly pink. So yeah, grabbing a brush and let's find out. I'm gonna start from this area, of course. Oh, it's great. Texture is thin and the product is not really visible on skin and doesn't emphasize anything. Will I use it all over my face? Probably no. I mean, 2 grams, it's just nothing. I think it's great and I think it looks and works lovely. Before we start our eye makeup, let's apply this beautiful lip balm. Yes, it looks quite lovely, shimmery, but I'm not a big fan of such formulas from Catrice or Essence. I think that they are kind of useless at some point because they don't do anything actually. So let's apply. It has scent, but it's more like basic cosmetic scent, I would say. A little bit sour, but it's fine. It's sour. So it has flavor, and it's not the best one. And yeah, this product gives a bit of shine, and shimmers are visible on lips a little bit, but they are visible. Feels okay, feels comfortable, but I don't really like this particular flavor because it's, as I've already told you, it's a little bit sour. Definitely I'm not gonna use this product. I know it, I know. Eye makeup, and we have two new products to try. First of all, we have a new brown waterproof mascara, Glam and Doll line. I think that it should work quite nicely, but we'll see. And the shade reminds me this mascara from Essence we have tried recently, and we have a new palette. Actually, in the previous line, they also had quite similar, I would say, palette from the color story point of view. I like these palettes from Catrice. They are actually great, and if we talk about matte eyeshadows, they are pigmented, easy to work with them, and they are kind of, I would say, even silky, so the texture is great. And yes, they're a little bit dusty, but it's not bad. And moreover, we have two beautiful shimmers here, and I think that these shimmers, they new to Catrice. So let's start and let's try. I will do my best for trying all shades, but I'm not sure about that. And yeah, what I'm gonna do, probably I will do a kind of a smoky eyes, and I will use this beautiful darker shade for blending the edges near the lash line. And as a darkest shade today, in the outer corner, probably I will use this one. This one I will use as a transition shade, and this guy is going to be used for blending everything into skin. And actually, if we talk about these two shades, they look quite similar. No? I mean, this one is definitely darker, and this one is definitely lighter, but I think that on eyes, they may look quite similar. I think so. So we'll see, and let's go. I will definitely dry one today. Let's start from the darkest shade, grabbing a little bit, and gonna add it in the outer corner. And starting from the outer corner, it's pigmented. And by the way, color story is neutral warm, so if you have cold undertone, probably you won't like this palette, because some shades would appear in your case orange. So blending, well, this shade may stuck a little bit, at least it's visible right here, but I will move it and we'll blend it. Time for a transition shade, grabbing a little bit. It's not actually that dusty, just a little bit. And this shade is warm, and it's a little bit orange. And I'm applying it in the crease and blending it slightly higher. And of course, blending these two shades together right here. Now let's try this beautiful light shade. Of extra. It appears more neutral, but actually it's a little bit warm as well. So if you're super pale, would look a little bit orange in your case. In my case, it looks neutral, fully. So blending the edge and blending everything into skin by using the shade. Oh, great color story. These shades work nicely together. Impressed and like. Okay, let's apply some shimmers, and I'm gonna start from the darkest shade, applying it with the fluffy brush. It's quite dark, and I'm gonna add it closer to the outer corner because it's gonna be kind of a transition shade. Now I'm gonna change a side and I'm gonna use slightly lighter shade and we'll apply it in the center. Formula is the same. It's a little bit I would say dusty and flaky, so be careful, but it's not that bad. Could be worse. Oh yes, great shade. Great, lovely. And we have extra shimmers here, so it looks super. Applying a little bit above the crease and back to a big fluffy brush for kind of blending it. No harsh lines, please. Great, but of course I'm gonna have quite dark and bright look. Great. Moving to the lower lid, and we haven't tried two shades. And probably we are gonna try them. And most likely I will add this beautiful matte shade in the inner corner, and this guy is gonna be under the pupil, most likely. Okay, let's go. Starting from the darkest shade, from this one, grabbing it on a small brush, and starting from the outer corner right here. And don't forget that we shouldn't have any empty spaces right here. Blending, grabbing the lightest shade from the palette, it's quite pigmented, and adding it in the inner corner. I don't want to add the lightest shimmer shade because otherwise it might be a little bit too much actually. So that's why I wanna, and plus I wanna test the lightest shade. Look, in the palette it looks lighter, but in real life it looks a little bit, first of all, warmer, and second thing, it appears a little bit darker, I would say. Let's try this beautiful slightly golden shade, grabbing it on a flat small brush, and I want to add it right here. Basic, fully basic metallic shade. Now I'm gonna use small, slightly fluffy brush and grabbing the lightest shade I used for blending everything into the skin. And I'm gonna add it for blending the edge right here. A little bit too much. I'm gonna add black eyeliner from Kiko Milano shade 16 in the waterline and near the lash line. I'm gonna draw a wing, but I will do it in the background. For now, I'm gonna show you first steps, let's say it this way. Applying in the waterline, and I'm not gonna keep it like this. Grabbing a small, slightly fluffy brush and blending the shade into the lash line. Because if you don't do it, your eyes would appear smaller. You should always blend. It's okay to add something dark in the lash line, but you should blend the edge. So keeping it as it is. Now I'm gonna grab the darker shade from the palette on a small fluffy brush and gonna use it for blending my eyeliner. And I'm gonna add it exactly near the lash line right here. A little bit. I'm gonna do the same on my upper lid. Adding it near the lash line, but I'm not gonna blend it here because I'm gonna draw a wing. Let's try the mascara. Of course, I'm gonna wear false lashes today. And probably I will try to wear this product one more time. So it separates nicely. A beautiful brownie shade actually. And I think it even curls a little bit. But it doesn't give any volume. Well, it's expected actually. Not bad, not bad. I thought that it would be worse because in most of the cases, if we talk about waterproof mascaras, they are kind of, almost to nothing. 2 coats, one coat, and currently I like it. It looks great on lashes, it's not clumpy, it separates nicely, it curls, and it gives a bit of length. About volume, could be better, but actually it's expected because of this wand. In most of the cases, such wands, they give length and they curl a little bit. And I like the shade. Let's try to do something like this. So yes, it's visible that it's brown. Currently, because of my look, because I have quite bright and dark eyes, it's not that visible. But if I had something lighter today, it definitely would be visible. I like this product, I like this shade, and actually I'm even a little bit impressed. Because, being honest, I expected that it would be worse. And I thought about it because in most of the cases, waterproof or tubing mascaras, they just don't do anything. In most of the cases here, it looks fine. Back to lips, and I don't like this lip balm. I feel dryness currently on lips. And if we talk about dry patches, this product doesn't really work with dry patches. It just, if you wanna see a bit of shine on your lips, it may work. It's okay, but I'm not sure that it's worth it. For having fun, maybe. For having some results, not sure. We have 5 more products to try. A new formula from Catrice, it's called Diamond Glaze, and I took all 4 shades for showing them to you. And as well, I took a new shade, a Plump It Out line, shade 110. And I forgot to buy this new shade from Catrice. And I haven't seen it in real life offline yet. So, okay, anyway, we will skip it. And actually, one more product is available. It's a highlighter. It looks like this, and I haven't seen it yet. So that's why we skip it. Let's start from Plump It Up. And when I was filming swatches, of course, I've tried to wear it already. And first of all, it's quite glittery and it's quite pigmented. It contains menthol, and you definitely can feel it on lips. I think it looks great and quite lovely. And it's super, super shimmery. And you don't feel glitters on lips. So when you do like this, it's okay, it's not sandy. This formula is not sticky and it's comfortable to wear it. If you don't like menthol, if you don't like plumpers, you wouldn't like it. Definitely you wouldn't like it. And I like this shade. It shifts from Bordeaux to golden, and it's visible that this product has bright pink base, like it. And by the way, it smells nicely, kind of a mix of berries with menthol. Finally, it's time to try a new formula, and of course we are gonna start from shade 10. It is a mix of pink, golden, and a bit of even yellow, green, light green shimmers. It smells nicely, something sweet and caramel, I would say. And this scent reminds me of this product, Max It Up, or what do we call it? Yeah, it's called Max It Up from Catrice. I think it's exactly the same. So let's start. Oh yes. It's super shimmery. So without width, let's apply a little bit more. And this shade, it shifts on lips a little bit from pink to golden a little bit, but the main shade is pink. Of course, it's not for everyone. I mean, it's way too metallic and bright. And actually, you can feel shimmers on lips, but it's not that bad. If we compare this formula to this formula from Essence, Metaglow, I think that Metaglow is worse from the wearing point of view and from the quality point of view. First of all, it's way too sticky. This formula is not that sticky. And the size of glitters, I would say here is a little bit smaller. Here the size of glitters was and is actually quite big, and this product is super sandy on lips. This product is a little bit sandy as well, but not that badly. Personal preference, personal opinion, I think that this formula is a little bit better. And one more thing I've noticed, I waited for a while, probably around 2 minutes, and this product doesn't really appear as a line right here, while the product from Essence appears as a line, I would say, within 1 minute. So I think that this formula is better, and it's a bit more comfortable in my personal opinion. And it's not that easy to remove glitters from lips. So just simply take a look. Okay, moving to shade 20. I would say it's more wearable shade. It's light pink with champagne shimmers. But of course, yeah, it's bright as well. Feels the same, exactly the same, so that's okay. Quite bright, and this shade is more on cold side, and as well it seems like it contains a bit of silver glitters. Lovely. Shade 30 is a mix of pink, purple, blue and golden, and I think it's a kind of a duochrome. Wow. And not only golden, it contains as well light green shimmers. Lovely. Oh wow, oh wow. Formula the same. And I think that this shade is definitely not for everyone, but it looks lovely and quite interesting. And it's super metallic and bright. Funny. Like it. And the last shade, it shifts from pink to light green and golden. Wow. I have a beautiful eyeshadow duochrome in the same shade, actually. Funny. Again, formula is exactly the same. On lips, it looks more pink. Golden shimmers are visible, but not really. Not really. And I don't know what I'm gonna wear today for filming. Final thoughts, because I'm kind of a little bit shocked, I would say. It looks lovely. I mean, yes, it looks lovely, but it's a little bit kind of too much, too metallic, too bright, but quite funny. We'll see what I'm gonna wear. So right now I'm gonna finish my eye look, gonna show it to you closely, and we're gonna discuss everything. Time to talk, and of course, I'm gonna tell you what I'm wearing currently on lips. Lip liner from Essence in shade 10, beautiful product, beautiful shade, wouldn't work in case of cold undertone or extremely pale skin because it's warm, and in your case it would appear more orange than neutral. And as well, I've applied this beautiful lip gloss from Catrice. Just simply applied it over a lip liner. Works nicely, and I like this shade. The only thing that when you start applying it, let me show it to you, you can definitely see the color. But I would say within 20-30 minutes, you would see that you still have a lip gloss on your lips, but you won't be able to see the shade itself. So it would appear less visible. But still, I think that it looks lovely and it works nicely. Great product, like it. And finally, finally, let's discuss everything. And of course, I'm gonna start from Soft Glam Filter Stick. And I wanna compare it to this fluid. First of all, 2 shades are available currently. I don't know whether some more shades are going to be available or not. Definitely, we're not going to have something in between. And I don't really understand why the lightest shade is not that light, actually. And I'm not sure why the second shade is quite dark. So we should definitely have something in between. But you can't really wear this product as a foundation because it doesn't really have coverage. And actually, even if you apply shade 20 and you have my skin tone, as soon as you start blending it, it would appear less visible. And actually, I don't think that it's going to be super noticeable that this shade is not really yours. So that's life. So coverage is super low. You can probably wear it as it is, but if you want to cover something, it won't be enough. If we talk about the lightest shade, it's warm. So if you have cold undertone or, for instance, pale skin, in your case, it would appear a little bit orange. If you're gonna use it as a base, not an issue because you're gonna apply your foundation and it should be fine. If you're gonna keep it as it is, might be a little bit orange in your case. Easy to work with it, looks lovely on skin, it's not dry, and due to this product doesn't emphasize dry patches if you have any, and it wouldn't emphasize them. Looks lovely on skin, finish of course is dewy. And let's quickly compare. I wanna apply this product on this hand, and I wanna apply a fluid on the other one. So by doing this, we would be able to compare these two products. Okay, let's blend a little bit. Okay. I think that fluid is a little bit more dewy. This one is not that bright. It's bright, but it's not that bright as fluid. So actually you can use one or the other. It's up to you to decide what you prefer. As a reminder, this product contains colon, and if you have a reaction to colon, I do, you won't be able to use it daily, otherwise you may have issues. I'm not sure about this product. I will definitely check it out while editing this video, and if it contains colon, I will let you know somewhere. I like this product. I think it's great. I think it's lovely. It works nicely and it looks lovely on skin. And I do suggest using such products as a glowing foundation, not a foundation, sorry, as a glowing primer, especially in case you have dry prone skin. By doing this, your face would appear not only glowing, it would appear fresh. And even if you apply a matte foundation over the way I did today, it would still be visible and it would look great and gorgeous. And I do prefer such looks. I know that some people do prefer something matte, fully matte finish, but I like something more natural and something more glowing. And if you have oily prone skin, don't apply it all over the face. Try to avoid the areas where you might be oily. And guys, don't forget that in real life, all these products don't look that bright. You can see it right now that way, just simply because I have way too much lighting. Moving on, and the next product is gonna be this beautiful blush. I have it in 2 shades, so 40, sorry, and 50, and I like them. I can understand that not everyone would like it because it's not super pigmented. Pigmentation is between low and average. It's easy to work with this product, it's easy to blend it, and it's easy to layer it. And currently, I'm wearing it and it looks lovely. And of course, in real life, everything looks a little bit brighter. Again, lightning and the camera. I like it. This formula, I think it's not really new to Catrice, and it's a kind of a mix of this blush from the limited edition and this beautiful blush from Catrice. The only thing, if we compare this blush to this one, I think that this formula is a little bit more, I would say even fat, not creamy, more fat. And it's not, you can layer it, but it's not that easy to layer it as this product. So this product is a little bit drier, but at the same time, it's super creamy as well. So I do prefer actually this new formula. Plus, we have beautiful dewy finish here, and due to this formula reminds me this formula from Huda Beauty. And I think that, guys, it's a dupe to Huda Beauty. It's a kind of a dupe. Just let me show it to you. Of course, I'm not sure about the shades. Probably some shades are gonna be more or less the same, actually. So I have a product from Huda Beauty in shade Coral Cutie. Actually, I have one more shade, which is slightly peachy. And look at it. Huda Beauty, Catrice. Catrice, Huda Beauty. I don't see any difference. I mean, from the finish point of view, from the texture point of view, I think it's the same product, more or less the same product. So if you want to save some cash, and if you like this product from Huda Beauty, try this new formula from Catrice, and it's going to be great. If we compare these two shades, for instance, I think that shade 50 is a little bit more pigmented, just simply because it's darker. Take a look. But actually, it's more or less the same. Finish is super, super dewy. And if you prefer matte cream matte blushes in overall, probably you wouldn't like it because it's way too shimmer. And if you're gonna wear this product with this product, I mean, it's gonna look like this. It's gonna be okay. But I know that not everyone likes such looks. So we have a dupe. Guys, we have a dupe. Moreover, I think that these packaging are made on the same factory. I mean, they look the same. Guys, they look the same. And I think that we have more or less the same amount of product. Not really. Huda has more. Let's quickly check it out. Or not really. Yeah, Huda has a little bit more product, but come on, it costs 20 plus euro. This product costs around 3 or 4. I am impressed, and I think that this product is great. But if you prefer something extremely pigmented, you wouldn't like it. By the way, guys, if you have oily prone skin, don't wear such products as it is, otherwise they would appear not long lasting in your case, and it's going to be expected because this product doesn't stain, and it's creamy and a little bit fat, and in case of oily prone skin, it won't be long lasting. Definitely it won't be. In your case, you can use this product over a powder. It's doable. And I've applied this product over a powder. It was great, but simply don't drag. Just pat, and everything should be fine. And as well, in case of super oily skin, apply again a little bit powder over and apply a little bit of powder-based blush. And in this case, it should be fine and great. Like it. Highlighters, and this formula is not new to Catrice. It's quite easy to work with it. It doesn't dissolve a foundation. It's quite bright for a liquid highlighter. In most of the cases, liquid or creamy highlighters are not that bright. If you prefer something extremely bright, I suggest buying a powder-based highlighter. Otherwise, you would be disappointed by liquid highlighters. I know some liquid highlighters which are quite bright, but of course they are not going to be on budget. And it's going to be, as an option, you can try Iconic London highlighter, liquid highlighter, and it's going to be super, super bright. This product is not that bright, and it's okay. This shade is called Bronze It, and it would work nicely in case of light skin, medium skin, and you can try it even in case of dark skin tone. But if you have pale skin, and if you have a light skin, cold undertone, it wouldn't work for you because it's going to be way too orange in your case, and I would say even orange yellow, and it would be visible and it wouldn't be that great. This product doesn't have visible base, it doesn't dissolve foundation, already told you about it, and actually you can keep it as it is because it dries down a little bit, but still. Love it, like it. A small tip, not really a tip, a small warning. This product contains squalane, and if you have a reaction to squalane, you can't wear it daily, otherwise you're gonna have small pimples. Not really pimples, it's gonna be... In my case, I have clogged pores in this area where I wear a highlighter. So just simply bear in mind and be careful. If you don't have a reaction to squalane, this product should work nicely. Like it, love it, beautiful formula, and we have around 10 or 15 even milliliters for 4 or 5 euro. I think it's great. 15. Moving on, the next product is going to be this beautiful under eye brightener setting powder. I like it. Currently 2 shades are available. Well, released. Were released because actually only this shade is available, and I was able to find only this one. It's beautiful, it's great, but the only thing, we have only 2 grams here, so I suggest using it only in the under eye area, or otherwise you can easily finish it and quite quickly. This product has shade, so it's kind of colorful and it's slightly pink. Texture is thin and silky, and it's more like a matte powder. So as an option, actually, you can use instead this beautiful powder from Catrice if you prefer something slightly dewy. And I think that the texture here is a little bit thinner. At least I think so. This product is still quite great, but it depends. It depends on your preferences. I like both these powders, and I think that they are great. Product is not really visible on skin, but if you have, for instance, extremely dry under eye area, try this powder instead, because this one is a little bit matte. It's gonna be way too dry in your particular case. It still looks lovely, and it shouldn't really emphasize dryness, but at the beginning you might be a little bit disappointed, I would say, only in case of dry prone skin and in case you have extremely dry under eye area. So bear in mind, like it. I think it's great. I think just it's great, and of course it's made in Poland. If you want to try a beautiful makeup powder, try the ones which were made or which are made in Poland, because in most of the cases they are great. For instance, I think that, no, not this one. This powder was also made in Poland. Actually, it's still it's still made in Poland. It's great. Like it. Eye makeup. And we are gonna start from this beautiful waterproof brown mascara. I thought that I wouldn't like it. Let's be honest. I thought that I wouldn't like it, but it's okay. It's great, actually. Why I thought that I wouldn't like it? Because in most of the cases, if we talk about waterproof mascaras or tubing mascaras, they don't do anything. They just simply give a little bit of color, and that's it. This product is quite nice, actually. First of all, it separates nicely, and it curls. It curls a little bit, and it gives, not really volume, it gives more length. Volume, I don't think so. If you prefer more volumizing mascaras, you would be disappointed. And actually, it's written here that it's more about volume, but I don't agree. I haven't seen, and I can't see volume here, but it works, and it works quite nicely. Talking about the shade, it's definitely a brown mascara, and I do wonder whether this shade is the same as this one from Essence. As a reminder, it's limited edition Lash Without Limits chocolate collection, but actually Essence has as well this mascara in their basic line. Okay, guys, this mascara from Essence is a little bit darker than this mascara from Catrice. So this one is a little bit lighter, and due to this shade, this brown shade, appears more visible, actually. And I think that it's a great product. I like it, and I don't really have any questions. We'll see how it works in future. I hope that in 2 weeks or in 1 week it will work better, because actually, if we talk about mascaras, as soon as you buy them, keep them opened, let's say, for a week, and don't expect a lot at the beginning, because sometimes some mascaras might be way too watery at the beginning, and later on they are kind of do their job nicely. So we'll see. For now, I like it. I don't have questions. Palette, eyeshadow palette, and I like it as well. I think it's great, and I think that it is a nice basic palette for some daily looks. It won't work in all the cases. If you have pale skin, cold undertone, it would appear a little bit warm in your case. Not even a little bit. These two shades, these two, they would look a little bit orange in case of pale skin. So be careful. If you have neutral undertone, or if you have warm undertone, look at it right now. This palette, in my case, looks fully neutral, and it's great. I like it. This formula, this palette is not new to Catrice, but these two shimmers, I think that this formula is a little bit new to Catrice. It's kind of a basic metallic shade, but from one side. From the other side, it contains extra glitters, and actually it looks lovely on eyelid, and it looks like a mix of a topper and a basic metallic shade. So we have two shades in this formula, and I think that they are great. It has drawbacks, some drawbacks. Well, one, actually one. It's a little bit dusty, actually, and when you start applying it with the brush, some pieces may fall off, so be careful while applying this shade, and don't take a lot on a brush, otherwise some pieces again may fall off. I like these palettes from Catrice, and if you have cold undertone, try this one, because this palette is more cool tone. It's called the Pure Nude, and this beautiful shade contains gray, actually, so it's cool tone. Just take a look. I mean, yes, it's cool tone. A mix of gray and beige and a bit of brown. Lovely, and it is a beautiful crease shade in case of cold undertone and in case of pale skin. Matte formula is the same, easy to work with it. It's super pigmented, it's silky, and it's easy to blend this formula. And well, I don't have any questions actually. The only thing that be careful that depending on a specific brush, these matte eyeshadows might be just a little bit dusty. So bear in mind and tap off extra and everything should be fine. This beautiful shade is a basic metallic. The same formula is here. Actually, if we talk about metallic shades from this palette, we have only this basic metallic formula, but I think it's okay. It doesn't emphasize texture, so it looks quite lovely on eyelid. Shades, color story, warm, a little bit warm, it's more golden orange, I would say. Neutral, fully neutral, and this shade, it doesn't look that light actually on skin. It appears a little bit darker, I would say. It's okay, but just bear in mind. So yes, I do like this palette, and I think that it's great. Moving to the lips, and the first product to discuss, Glow Lip Balm. It looks lovely, it looks beautiful, but I didn't get it. I mean, in overall, I just don't get what for we need such lip balms, because they just simply do nothing. Sometimes they react on your pH level and can give you at least a little bit of color, but they are quite dry, I would say. And while wearing, you feel dryness. This product, actually, it should react on your pH level a little bit, but I didn't notice it, so I'm gonna do a swatch here and we are gonna check it out. And it should stain a little bit. So I don't know. I didn't get it. I just think that it's a little bit useless. It has basic cosmetic scent and it has flavor, and this flavor, in my personal opinion, is a little bit sour, so I don't really like it. Okay, at the beginning you see that this product is a little bit, I would say, shiny or glowing on lips, but after 20 minutes I felt dryness. So I didn't get it. I don't know. I think that it's a little bit useless. For having fun, maybe, but that's it. Next product is not going to be new to Catrice. We just simply have a new shade, Plump It Up with Menthol in shade 110. I like it. I think it looks great and it feels comfortable on lips. This product contains menthol, and if you don't like plumpers, if you don't like menthol, you wouldn't like it at all. And it's possible to feel this menthol on lips, I would say, within 10-15 minutes. And actually, it's quite a lot. And it smells like berries, a mix of berries and menthol. So I like it. I like it. The quality. It's comfortable to wear it. It feels quite nourishing on lips, and it's not sticky. At all. This particular shade is quite glittery, and despite this fact, it feels okay on lips, because sometimes if a product contains too much glitters, it may appear a little bit sandy on lips, especially if the size of glitters is big. Here, not the case. You don't feel it, and at the same time you definitely see these glitters, quite shiny, quite bright. And this particular shade has visible, I would say, base. It's a kind of a dark pink, and yeah, this shade is visible. Because for a lip gloss, it's okay that you can see a shade in the packaging, but on lips you don't see anything. Here it's not the case. You can definitely see the shade. Of course, it's not that bright, but still it's quite bright. For a lip gloss, I like it, and I think that this product is great. And by the way, we have beautiful purple, pink, and golden shimmers here. Like it. A new formula. A new diamond glaze formula from Catrice. 4 shades are available. You've seen all of them on lips, and well, they're kind of nice, and it's kind of funny to wear them. If you like something metallic on lips, you would definitely like this formula and this particular product. It feels okay on lips, it's not sticky at all, and this product doesn't appear as a line, because sometimes it may happen, especially with this product from Essence. And if we compare this product from Essence, Meta Glow Lip Gloss, and this product from Catrice, I think that this formula from Catrice is better, because first of all, Meta Glow is sticky, quite sticky. Moreover, it feels well, while wearing, you feel glitters on lips, and it appears a little bit sandy, actually. Moreover, if you apply a lot, if you want to see this beautiful metallic finish, this product can easily move, and it appears as a line, and it doesn't look that great. This product, well, it may appear as a line if you apply way too much, but it's not that bad as here. Well, yes, what I wanted to say as well. And talking about glitters, the size of glitters here, I would say it's a little bit less than here. So that's why you still can feel glitters on lips, but it's not that sandy as here. So I think that this new formula from Catrice is way better, and it looks far better on lips at the same time. And we have beautiful shades which can kind of shift a little bit. For instance, this gorgeous shade, I think it's 30. It appears in the packaging more purple, but on lips it looks more like a mix of purple and light green. And shimmers, how to explain it? It's a kind of a duochrome on lips. Yeah, kind of. Looks lovely. I think it's great. And this product is quite metallic. So if you like metallic finish, you will definitely, you should like it. You should like it, I think. And yeah, if you want to try something for daily looks, I would say probably shade 30 is going to be great, and probably shade 20, because shade 20 is more, by the way, shade 20 is more cool tone. And if you want to have frosty lips, I think it's a great choice. If we talk about shade 10, it's not that frosty and it's not that cool tone as shade 20. And yeah, I think it's a nice formula to try, but I can definitely understand that I'm not gonna wear it personally daily because it's way too metallic and way too glittery. But it should work and it should look nicely in case of some bright looks. And for instance, you can do following. You can grab a dark lip liner or a dark lip gloss, or not a lip gloss, sorry, a lipstick, and you can apply over this beautiful product. For instance, you can take dark brown lipstick or a lip gloss or even black and apply this beauty over. And by doing this, these glitters, they would appear brighter, and you would have super bright look and super metallic look. So yeah, I think that this formula is quite nice, and actually it looks lovely on lips. We haven't tried and we haven't discussed only two products which are currently available. First of all, it is a highlighter. I couldn't find it and it's not available yet. I did my best for finding it, but I couldn't. But anyway, we're gonna try it sooner or later. And as well, one more new shade is available. Formula is not new to Catrice, just simply new shade is available. And as well, new nail polishes were released, just in case you're interested. And now let's quickly check out how everything behaves. So guys, I have my makeup on around 10 hours and we are gonna check everything out. And of course we're gonna start from the blush. Looks great. Highlighter still here and still visible and still looks lovely. Eye makeup, well, it's expected. I haven't used any eyeshadow primers today, any liquid eyeshadows, so yeah, eyeshadows may crease a little bit, but it looks still fine and bright. I don't have questions. Mascara, it looks great, guys. It looks great, lovely, no issues at all. And lip products, fine. Actually, I still think that lip glosses we have tried today, they were great, and I don't like this lip balm at all. Related to the powder, well, it's okay. It looks fine and it's possible to layer it. And actually you can apply and layer another powder over and still everything seems fine. And before we finish, back to this lip balm. I can barely see the shade here. It's kind of super light pink, and let's try to remove it. It's stained just a little bit, so I think that you don't need it. I mean, it's useless. It gives just a little bit of color, but in my case, I'm sure that it's not visible at all if I apply it on lips, and when I applied it on lips, it wasn't visible at all. So I don't think that you need it. Just save your cash, okay? So let me know down below what you think about new products from Catrice. Do you like them or not? And what are you gonna buy? I hope you enjoyed this video, and if yes, don't forget to put a thumbs up and of course consider subscribing. I wish you a pleasant day and I hope to see you soon in the next video. Ciao, ciao!